You with 6 News at 11.
Students, gun control activists, and counter-protesters gathered at the state capitol today during a rally for gun reform. It's our top story at 11. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Sherry has the night off. More than a month after the mass shooting that killed 3 Michigan State University students, activists are pressuring lawmakers to pass several gun safety bills in the Michigan legislature. Last week, the state Senate passed bills that would expand background checks, require the safe storage of guns, and give the courts the power to flag gun owners who pose a threat to themselves or others. Student activists at today's rally said they want to see faster progress on the proposed legislation, but gun right advocates say lawmakers are ignoring their voice and claim the bills would be government overreach.
We will not be here until April because they delayed action on this gun safety package. This is not okay.
I don't feel like these laws, these measures are common sense whatsoever. I feel like it's going to put more people in harm's way. It's going to reduce the people's capacity to defend themselves. And I'm here to say no to all of it.
The rally this evening was also the first time that one of the 5 students injured in February's mass shooting at MSU spoke in public. Our Josh Sanchez was there as he shared memories of that horrifying night. Josh?
Siobhan, Troy Forbush shared his experience on an Instagram post just weeks after the shooting. And today he went into greater depth on what happened that night in Berkey Hall, where he and other students had met for class. He says the first shot sounded like a heavy textbook hitting the floor.
This is more than being at the wrong place at the wrong time. This could happen anywhere, at any time in this country. This has to end.
More than 100 people stood silently as Troy Forbush, an MSU student from Okemos, recounted the fear he felt during the February 13 shooting. 3 students were killed that night and 5 others were hurt, including Forbush.
I fell to the ground from my seat and tried to act as if I were already dead. As he panned the room with his handgun, I pled for my life and screamed, "Please don't shoot me."
Forbush says he was shot through the lung, and moments later, he reached for his cell phone to call his mom.
At that moment, I was only thinking about keeping my eyes open for as long as possible and fighting for my life so that I could tell the person I care for most in life that I love her, that I had been shot, and that there was a shooter. My mom rushed to the scene, and she is nothing short of a superhero.
Forbush remembers another student using his shirt to apply pressure to the wound and talking with him until help arrived.
He asked me my name to keep me alert and stayed near, asking if anyone had a belt to spare. I will never forget him grabbing my hands, the paramedics grabbing my feet, and the pain of being dragged to a side aisle for easier means of care. They are lifesavers, and I am forever grateful.
Forbush says while his family has been by his side since the event, he can't help but think back to that night. The university has stepped up security measures on campus, including more locks in classroom doors, but Forbush says these changes come too late to help him and every student shot that night. He ended his speech by remembering the students who lost their lives.
Alexandria Verner, Ariel Diamond Anderson, and Brian Frazier. We will not forget.
Forbush says after he graduates, he wants to be a music teacher, but he's forever changed after seeing firsthand the gun violence that has touched so many American schools. Siobhan?